Hello, students. Starting today's video with the name of Allah, the one who has given us the talent and the knowledge and the skills. And what I'm trying here to, you know, uh, explain various things related to economics, either maths or add maths or business, so that people can get some benefit out of it. I want to share my knowledge and skills with you guys. Starting with disequilibrium today. Disequilibrium is the opposite of equilibrium. Equilibrium, in general, means a balance. And in economics, specifically, we say that uh, when there is a balance between the demand and the supply, and demand supply intersecting at a particular point, at a common point, uh, that point will be the equilibrium point, considered as the market price, or a balanced situation between the demand and supply. There is no excess demand or no excess supply or shortage or something like that. Everything which is demanded by the consumers, produced by the producers and sellers, and there is a mutual agreement on the basis of which the equilibrium price is obtained. In certain economies, later on, there can be a difference between the equilibrium price and the market price. So it means that there is some intervention from the government or from any other external factor which is creating a disequilibrium. Disequilibrium occurs at market prices where demand supply are out of balance. So therefore leaving a shortage or a surplus. Shortage of products or a surplus of a product. When there is an excess demand, this means prices are too low. Diagram over here, you see that PE is representing the equilibrium price, and I have kept P1. P1 is the market price. It means that the equilibrium price is at a higher level, and we are keeping the market price at a lower level than the equilibrium price. Obviously, you can see that there is a difference between the equilibrium demand and the new demand created by the minimum price, which is the market price, which is below the equilibrium point. You can see over here that the demand was somewhere over here at the equilibrium. Now it is coming over here. So this is the gap between the supply and the demand, and that will be excess demand. So initially, the consumers will get the benefit, of course, because they were expecting the prices to be high, and now they are getting prices comparatively at a cheaper rate. So there will be they will be wanting that product because the prices are coming down and creating a consumer surplus also for them. They can buy more of that commodity, more of that product because of the lower prices. So another thing which I have written over here, that excess demand occurs when the current market prices are set below the equilibrium prices. We have discussed that there will be an upward pressure on the prices because now there is already an excess demand. So we know that when the demand is continuously increasing for a particular product, eventually the prices are not now going to go up, and that will set the market again into equilibrium. From where? From disequilibrium to equilibrium. Why? Because the prices will go up, because now there is a lot of demand in the economy. When the prices will go up again, then there will be an important rationing function of the price mechanism may creep in, and that will create basically some of the consumers to go out of the market. They cannot afford the that product because of the higher prices. But this high price will, of course, motivate the producers to produce more. So there is a benefit to the producer because of this excess demand. At the end, we can say that they are getting higher demands in the market, and for the consumers, the benefit was right up there. Than when the prices were kept, market prices were kept below the equilibrium point. So they are also getting the benefit of that. Now we are looking at the page 3 of the notes specifically written for the excess supply. Excess supply is also an example of the market in the disequilibrium, whether it is excess demand or excess supply. So excess supply when the current prices are kept above the equilibrium point. So you can draw the diagram yourself also, that putting up a maximum a price, market price, which is above the equilibrium point. Producers are motivated. Why? Because they see that the price they were anticipating, now they are getting a higher price. They can increase the prices also. And when they increase the prices, it means that they will be happy about the profit factor involved. So they will produce more. Excess supply initially will motivate the producers, but when the supply is kept on increasing, we know that when the supplies are increasing, the prices will come down definitely eventually. So, and there will be unsold stocks and goods in the market. So, you will see a lot of discounts will be given to the consumers to clear up the stocks. So, eventually, this is also benefiting the consumers. Uh, let's say an example which I was thinking about, the lockdown 2020. The oil prices were low because there was an excess supply as compared to demand. So the industries which were still operating in the lockdown 2020, some of the industries, for example, the manufacturing of gloves and sanitizers, the oil prices were kept low, so they must be getting the benefit. They must have got the benefit of producing it at a lower cost from the raw material side, at least, as far as the oil prices are concerned. So this will definitely tell that when there is disequilibrium, there are certain advantages which are gained by consumers and by the producers, and of course there can be certain problems with some specific groups of consumers and suppliers. Thank you.